the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I'm just going to be finding some new real or fake Florida headlines with some of these stories that we got here today. Did you hear about the guy that made national news for scaling the wall at Mar-a-Lago?
Did.
Yeah, he had a plan.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Came all the way from Texas for it. 23-year-old Anthony Reyes. He scaled the wall and said he was trying to spread the gospel and to marry President Trump's 18-year-old granddaughter, Kai, who is a recent Benjamin School graduate.
How'd that go for him?
Not great. He was booked into Palm Beach County Jail with bond set at $50K. And a lot of conditions on that as well, including no contact with Trump or any of his family members, especially Kai.
$50K and we don't play.
That's right, we do not. There's a man that got arrested after police said he locked employees inside the Poppy Steak restaurant in Miami Beach while demanding $6 million.
Ooh, I can think of worse places to get locked in than a steakhouse. Yum.
It's true, yeah.
Lock me up.
He claimed he was owed money for appearing in a Netflix documentary featuring Gordon Ramsay. Huh? It's 59-year-old Joaquin Nunez who used a U-lock to trap workers inside the business. He claimed he previously worked at the restaurant and demanded the $6 million in damages. He got arrested for extortion, criminal mischief, and possession of Adderall. Blame it on the Adderall.
If you don't got that prescription, you could get in some trouble.
Yeah, even if you do have a prescription for it, you can totally get in trouble.
That's true.
We know people that abuse it.
You're right.
You can take too much Adderall.
You can have a prescription for something and still get in a lot of trouble.
We've seen it.
There's a lawsuit that has been filed against the luxury 5-star resort, the St. Regis Ball Harbor.
Oh, fancy.
Yes, a staff member allegedly entered a guest's locked room and stared at her while she was in the shower.
Oh, damn.
The victim, identified as CN, claims the employee brushed against her naked body before fleeing.
Oh, my gosh.
She reported the incident to hotel security and her boyfriend, but was advised not to contact the police. The lawsuit alleges gross negligence, invasion of privacy, and obstruction of justice, seeking over $7 million in damages.
Wow.
The hotel management has not responded to requests for comments.
They really told her, don't call the cops?
I
That's
guess
crazy.
So, yeah.
They tried to cover it up at the hotel, and now it's going to cost them in court.
Oh, they're gonna lose if there's even a shred of evidence of them doing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I saw on the news, too. Remember yesterday we were talking about that creeper in Port St. Lucie that was just standing in this woman's bathroom trying to film her as she walked in. Her husband was in the other room.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, they got him. He's a dude that lived down the street. They had him on the Ring doorbell camera, and they were able to track him down that way. They found the shirt he was wearing on the Ring doorbell camera and a couple cell phones.
Thank goodness that some of these perverts aren't that smart and that there's
Right.
cameras everywhere.
Yep.
He was a neighbor. Creepy.
You sometimes don't know your neighbors.
Yeah, you need to look sideways at all them neighbors.
I remember a time where we, used to knock on your neighbor's door and, hey, how's it going? Can I
Yeah,
borrow some sugar?
right.
I don't know. Are those days over?
Those days are dead.
Right. Well, there's a woman that was arrested after allegedly entering a restricted area and taking a wig from a body at a Tyler, Texas funeral home.
Oh, Lord, lady, what's the matter with you?
There's just certain things in life.
You snatched a dead person's wig?
Wig snatching the dead.
Oh, my gosh, that is some evil karma.
Tanya Annette Boyd had come into a preparation area the day before and had stolen the item. An employee had seen Boyd leaving the garage that connects to the restricted prep room with a reddish-brown wig in her hand. Look, I guess some of these wigs can total into the thousands.
It's true, but We don't steal wigs off the heads of the dead. That is such a bad thing. That dead person's gonna haunt you, the karma.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's not the right move.
No.
Something's gonna go. You're gonna open up some kind of portal.
Thank you. Some evil portal where all the dead team up against you now because you snatched one of their wigs.
And the next day they're looking at all the corpses they had and they're going, wait a minute, she had better hair than that.
That one's bald. And
Yes.
she definitely had a nice red hairdo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was arrested for theft of property from a human corpse. What a weird thing to have on your
Yeah,
record.
that is, you are bizarre.
Mm-hmm. There's a North Carolina mother that got arrested and charged with assaulting a school employee and trespassing after a violent incident at her daughter's middle school. 33-year-old Mariah Hector was called to Randolph Middle School in Charlotte on May 5th due to her daughter's involvement in a fight. Then she became hostile during the meeting and was asked to leave, but instead, she allegedly pushed past an employee, shoved the school principal into a wall, and then grabbed the assistant superintendent by the neck and tried to choke her.
Oh my.
Wonder why her daughter was in a fight?
That's a lot.
Thankfully, the assistant superintendent did not lose consciousness, but did have visible signs of injury. They had to place the whole school on lockdown as they took this insane parent into custody. What's weird is the school principal was later suspended with pay, though it's unclear if it was because of the incident or not.
With pay.
Yeah. That's what's going on there. So there's still a little mystery to this.
That kind of just sounds like an awesome vacation.
I know.
Hey, Kevin, you've been suspended with pay.
All right.
All right.
That's right.
Won't do that again. Wink, wink. Like what? Mm-hmm. That's the best day ever.
Now it makes me feel like although the parents shouldn't put their hands on admin, there might be some truth into what actually happened and that was mishandled or it was trying to be swept under the rug or they tried to handle it in the wrong way. A lot of the social emotional development is left behind, which causes a lot of these fights and a lot of turmoil with the families and the parents and the admin, and I think it's just very unfortunate.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, police in Pennsylvania are on the lookout for a thief who robbed a local gas station by flashing a gun and a knife and then escaped on rollerblades.
That is a busy afternoon. Good Lord.
Well, I don't know if having a knife on rollerblades is a good idea. What if you fall?
I mean, up until the point where you do fall, though, that's pretty impressive. Knife wielding and rollerblading at the same time.
You're going to stab your damn self.
That's impressive.
He was shouting at me without any reason. I just work hard. I'm gonna say same thing to him. Like, if you need money, if you want money, then you have to earn it for yourself.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
I would have said it a little differently.
Yeah.
If someone comes at me with a knife, I'm going to say it a little different.
Yeah, you'd think maybe. Well, there's an 88-year-old woman in the Czech Republic that was nearly buried alive, but she woke up inside her coffin.
Oh, my gosh. What happened?
Yeah, I guess, sometimes the breathing gets shallow and...
The family is ready to read the will.
Yeah, somebody's rushing through their job. Yeah.
You had one job.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And something that was sleeping soundly and something that I picked in my favorite 4 Florida animals, they say there was a bear that was resting inside of a condo's unfinished entrance.
Aw, a little sleeping Florida bear.
It was. Apparently took a nice little swim in the nearby Gulf and then got tired and went to find a place to take a nap.
Aw, he got all worn out on vacation. Who hasn't been there?
He did.
Police in Naples, Florida say a bear was found in a spot that was just right to take a nap, except the spot was the lobby of a condo complex under construction. The photo was shared by the Naples Police Department. Look at that. Just in the back there, you can see the bear lounging around, snoozing. This is on Gulf Shore Boulevard there in Naples. Apparently, the bear had taken a swim in the Gulf and just needed to just relax after that. Officials joke that he tired himself out while he was swimming. Wildlife crews of Florida Fish and Wildlife safely captured the bear and relocated him to a more apt location.
Good.
Okay.
Aw, but
Nice.
he certainly can pick a nice resort, oceanfront.
Yeah, absolutely. Knew what he was doing.
Bear's got a good picker.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.